have this crazy idea that maybe life isn't supposed to suck. Growing up, I noticed that the adults around me didn't have a light in their eyes. They felt empty. And as a child, I became frightened of my birthday because I thought I would become like them, which somewhere in the middle of growing up, I did. It took me falling deep, and I mean deep into darkness and hitting the lowest point in my life to be brave enough to turn to my heart for the answers. We've bought into this idea that at some point in life, reality must sink in and the heart should be shushed, gently set aside. We've come to know the heart as a bit of an airhead, perhaps irresponsible, untrustworthy. Instead, we're better off being realistic, listening to our brains and being calculated about our lives. We're also told that people who indulge their hearts probably won't get very far in life. They're avoiding hard work and out of touch with reality. And that, frankly, is bogus. Matters of the heart are reality. The heart has a purpose. It's to be the compass of our lives. It knows no bounds because its purpose is progress, creativity, love. These are all ideas that can't exist with limitations. Our mind also has a purpose. It's the tool to get us where the compass points. It understands limits and self-preservation to make sure we get to where we're going in one piece. 5 years ago, I flipped my life upside down and began living by my heart. I've never worked so hard or have been forced to be so creative. I've been the most broke I've ever been, and I've also been the most abundant. I was told along the way that I was making a mistake with my life and I wouldn't amount to anything. But you know what happened? Life became colorful again, and I've never felt so alive. I know for a fact I impact the world around me in a way that's meaningful to me now. People who follow their hearts are productive. In fact, they're some of the most influential and productive people out there. They can just keep going because they have a fire that's lit inside of them. They're not running on fumes and calculations. We're not computers, after all. What I'm trying to say here is just express how exponentially important it is to live aligned with the matters of your heart. You won't escape tragedy or responsibility. Life will still be heavy and confusing at times, but you also won't be able to escape the magic and fulfillment that comes from living with purpose. She's running a little low. Just gonna top her off real quick. Just like any ecosystem needs diversity to survive, Perhaps we need diversity in ideas and creativity and love to be a healthier version of humanity. And if my calculations are correct, those things, they all come from the heart. Good morning, everybody. I was a little bit bummed when, if you watched my last video, you'll see I had a change of heart about a lot of things, including the route that I was taking this summer. And when I decided to change course, I was kind of bummed that I was going to be missing out on Montana. But guess where I am right now? Montana. The route that I'm taking actually led me into western Montana, so I was able to camp in this beautiful forest just west of Missoula. So I've got a little taste of Montana. I will definitely be back. This place feels quite magical. But I am so excited. So I have some last minute plans, and I have been invited to a Bus Life wedding. And I'm so excited. There's going to be a lot of just really cool people in Bus Life that are going to be attending. Some of them you actually already know, so maybe I'll catch them on camera, I'm not sure. But it is just really beautiful to feel like I'm aligned, to feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be, because these serendipitous events just keep falling into my lap one by one in places. And it feels so good. It feels so good. So I'm going to get driving. I have quite a few errands to do before I get to the wedding, like filling up on water, groceries, laundry, you know, to try to be a normal human being at the wedding. So, yeah, you guys will come along as always. Let's hit the road. I crossed the border into Idaho to attend the wedding of my friends Kyle and Katelyn, two people that are shining examples of what it means to live a passionate existence. At the wedding, I was surrounded by people of all trades: artists, businessmen, nomads, musicians, mechanics, mathematicians. The life and love floating in the air was palpable. I've never been to such an intentional wedding. It gave me a lot of hope to see a gathering of people with such varying career paths and degrees of success that had the unmistakable light twinkling in their eyes. The next day, I went to check out Kyle's conversion shop to see his creativity at work. Look how big this rig is compared to my bus. At the Yeti shop, just seeing what they got in the driveway.
Yeah, which you'll be entering if you going up into the lunch creek area. You'll see it. You could probably find it else. All you need to do is.
I've never found morels.
I've never hunted morels. No.
They grow naturally, but when you get into the burned areas, the first year after the burn.
After some great conversation, we headed back to the bus to cook up some dinner, which were morels Kyle gave us that he collected himself. If we lose touch with our hearts, we lose touch with humanity. We lose touch with why it's worth existing at all. The idea that reality, responsibility, and productivity do not align with matters of the heart is absurd. We've made an enemy out of the very thing that makes us human. The world we live in feels lonely, chaotic, and messy, and I can't think of a better form of rebellion against the darkness than to chase matters of the heart, to start being human again. Call me crazy, but this world might just become a better place.